Hi, my love. So this is for all the students right now who are really struggling, who might be feeling like this is the end. Remember, I, at this point, had already gotten 29% for accounting. I was already failing my September test. In fact, I'd not passed a single test in financial accounting at this point. I was failing tax, I was failing MANAC, I was failing finance, I was failing auditing. I was failing, okay? The averages for most of my my modules were between 30s and 40s. So things were really, really bad. At this point, I was just feeling quite defeated, as you might imagine, because I was studying, I was putting in all of this hard work, but for some reason, I just wasn't converting it into the marks that I needed to pass at the end of the year. And so if you are in a similar position as I was in, I just wanted to first let you know that you cannot give up, okay? Now is not the time for you to give up on yourself, because you really can push through this. And as I always say, guys, well, this is actually what my tax lecturer had told me: you don't want to fail because of your attitude. You want to fail because you genuinely didn't know the work, right? That is a much better failure to take on in life than to take on the fact that you just had a bad attitude. Why? Because this is something that you have control over. You need to be positive. And I know sometimes that things might not be feeling so great at the moment because, you know, you're seeing all of these terrible marks. But like I said, I have been through it, and I know that you can come out on the other side, okay? So having a positive environment is so important, right? So how do you make sure that you have a positive environment? Cut the negative people out. That might include family and friends. If anyone is coming at you right now with any negative vibes, you just simply cannot take that on. Things are negative enough, okay, with your academic life. You cannot afford to have somebody coming in and trying to pull you down when you are just trying to make sure that you are passing it at the end of the year, okay? Your mind just cannot take it on top of everything else. So making sure that you have a positive environment is so, so important, especially when you're working online at the moment, making sure that home environment, wherever you are, is actually really conducive for you to be learning and to be studying and achieving the best possible marks out there. The second thing, I cannot stress this enough, but you have to make sure that you are consulting with your lecturers and you're consulting with your tutors, okay? This is their responsibility in ensuring that you fully understand a principle and you are feeling confident enough for you to walk into an exam and be able to answer that. You are paying them for this, okay? So don't feel weird if you have to ask them what's a debit, what's a credit at this point in September. It doesn't matter. Now is not the time for you to be feeling shy and be feeling embarrassed about the situation that you are in right now. Now is the time for you to face whatever is happening, right? You have to be realistic about the situation that is in front of you. You have to also be optimistic about it, and you cannot be embarrassed, okay? You need to ask the questions, even if it seems to you like it is a stupid question to ask. Ask the damn question, because half the time everybody else doesn't know the answer either, or they misunderstood what the principle was. So go ahead there and ask the questions. Your lecturers and your tutors are there for a reason. And I just want to say to you that if you feel like, oh, I hadn't done this all year long, don't stress. I hadn't done that all year long either, okay? My lecturers only started to know who I was in September. It's so embarrassing, but here we are, like, right? I'm still a chartered accountant, so it doesn't matter. It is just about taking ownership of the situation that is in front of you. The third thing that I have to stress again to you guys is please making sure that you are exercising, that you are eating healthy, and that you are sleeping. And you might be thinking, I don't have enough hours for me to sleep. Like, I have to keep studying. I have to just keep grinding. No, this is actually the time when I had decided that I was going to take 20 minutes of my day to just walk on the treadmill at res, okay? Because at this point, my brain was just so exhausted. And when I'm telling you now, when I got off of that treadmill, I was just feeling so much more reinvigorated. I was able to just tackle the question that I'd been spending hours and hours being unable to answer. Why? Because there's now oxygen in my brain, because I'm feeling more positive from all the dopamine and the wonderful endorphins that come from exercising. So please just put in 20 minutes. It could be just as simple as taking a walk like I did on my treadmill. Or it could just be something a little bit more vigorous if you want to. Just something that will just keep your mind away from all of your studies. It's just so vital and so important. And obviously eating healthy. Please stay away from the Red Bulls. Please stay away from the Monster, from the coffee. Don't overdo it. Do not overstimulate your brain. This is the thing that has to be very healthy and strong for you to write your exam at the end of the year. You do not want to be creating some form of confusion inside of it by continuously overstimulating it with things that are not healthy for you. Stay away from the Red Bull. Stay away from the caffeine. Not a good idea, okay? And then the other thing that I wanted to chat to you guys about is making sure that you have a good timetable, that you have a good routine going for yourself. Your body does not do well when there is a continuous change in routine. It needs to know, this is the time that I wake up, this is the time that I study, this is the time I work out, this is the time I go back to studying, this is the time I go back to sleep. Do you understand? You need to have a routine. For me, I want to say that I probably studied for about 8 to 10 hours a day at this final stretch, and it really worked for me. Some days I would decide, okay, some weeks actually, I would decide that, okay, I'm going to spend this many hours doing auditing, this many hours doing MANAC, this many hours doing financial accounting, and I would move it around depending on which one was more dire than the other. So obviously financial accounting, I needed a little more help, so I spent more time on it. But at the end, if you have watched my first IGTV on how I survived university, obviously I had a different type of strategy for financial accounting. But just in general, making sure that you stick to a timetable. Your body loves routine, okay? And then the final one that I just want to share with you guys, and I will definitely be sharing more information as the weeks go on by, but I think this is just something that is just practical and useful for you to do right now. I think the fifth and final thing is get past the procrastination, guys. Get rid of the distractions in your life. If you have to put away your cell phone, or you have to convert to a 3310, so be it. I can promise you now that Instagram will always be there. I can promise you now that all of these social media things, the tagging, the notifications, the pings, the YouTubes and whatever, they will be there when you finish your exams. But your exam, it's almost like a once in a lifetime situation. You want to get past it now and just get prepared for it at the end. So please, please, please don't miss out on this event. Please get ready for it. So get away from all of the distractions. And that might even be including the people, like I said, that are negative in your life or are causing you a lot of distress. You just need to get rid of all of those distractions. Right now is the time for you to be as selfish as you possibly can be. Okay, my loves, I hope that this little video was able to just give you the sense of encouragement and positivity that you currently need at the moment. I know you might be feeling like you're drowning. Please make sure that you send me a DM if you are feeling like, you know, I just can't do it and I need a little bit of motivation. I am the goal for you. I will be doing a lot more videos as the time gets closer and closer to all of your final exams, but I just felt like this is more of a general overview of what you can do as a student. Okay, and remember, this is not in any way a definer of your life, okay? The price has already been paid for your life. You are already worthy. You do not need any exam to let you know that you are a worthy person. All of this is just simply stuff that you do. It is not who you are. Okay, so my loves, get cracking, get into those books, and I will see you all later. Bye.